Hello. My name is Coach John, and I'm here to help you become a better basketball player. Basically, what's going to happen on this channel, you send me your game tape, I'll edit it and review it, and then I'll come and I'll give you feedback on how you can become a better basketball player yourself. Down below in the description is going to be some prerequisites I need for you to send me your videos. After I get them, I'm going to go through it. I'm going to look at key plays that I want to talk with you about in order to help you become a better basketball player. So very similar to this video, I'm going to ask you for your height, your weight, where you're playing, some of your strengths, some of your weaknesses, and what you really want to improve on. And don't get me wrong, no basketball player is perfect. Even the plays that you score and you think you did something well, there's always room for improvement for everybody. Today we have a young man going by Demi Harris. Actually, he's a long lost cousin of mine that I didn't even know existed until like last year. He says he's 6'6", he's 195 pounds, and he's playing out of Vancouver. His strengths, his scoring, rebounding, 3 points, layups, and dunking, and on-ball defense. His weaknesses are off-ball defense. I asked him what does he want to work on. He said his mid-range jumper. Okay, so we're going to go through, we're going to dissect some of the key clips that I took from this game. I think it's some kind of men's league out in Vancouver. But regardless, every time you step on the floor, you're trying to get better. Let's jump into the video. So here's our guy, 6'6", 195 pounds, great athletic body, gets to the rim super easy. He's a really good on-the-ball defender, like he says. We're going to take a look to see at his off-ball defense and also how to improve his ability to score around the rim and how to get to the rim. Okay. For these videos, I'm going to do like minimal editing. I don't want to put all that effort and all that frilly stuff in there. So just bear with me as I click around and stuff. It'll just flow better if I don't have to do that choppy YouTube cutty stuff. I hate that stuff. So basically for this first play, what's going to go down, the point guard brings the ball up, Demi cuts through the key, and he comes up and he's going to catch the ball, right? So let's start right off the bat. Let's talk about this, okay? As you're coming out to the wing, it's really important how you position your body and make yourself available to attack the basket, okay? So Demi, he goes down. What we should do firstly, realistically, is make contact with this guy, right? The defender here, we can make a lot more separation and allow ourselves to get into a better position to catch the ball, right? So first thing, we bump this guy as we come down. Okay. We're going to go back, keep playing it. Boom. Catches the ball, okay? You see his positioning where he caught the ball, right? And this is a pitfall I see faster and stronger and more athletic players fall into all the time. They just rely on their skill and their ability to get the basket faster than their defender, and they don't set themselves up very properly, right? Demi can beat this guy off the dribble anytime or off the catch or any way he wants to, whenever he wants, okay? So what I like to teach, okay, this left foot, where it is right here, this one, bring it over here more, right? I'm just trying to widen your stance. So your right foot up here, you're in the triple threat position, you're strong, you're low and athletic. You see where the defender's standing right now? See how tall this guy is? See how straight leg he is? His arms are down here like this. He's not in a position to defend at all, right? So if we catch that ball more squared up, more willing to attack the basket, this next play, instead of a kick out to a three, is going to be you finishing strong at the rim, maybe even and one, right? Okay, let's keep this going. Get this back. Boom. Click it. Clear this. Okay, boom. Right there. Okay? That's a good pass. I'm not going to lie. That's a good pass. The help defender here, right here, this was the right decision at the time. This guy stepped into you, right? And that's a good kick, right? You got a good shooter in the corner. Boom. Let's talk about this defender here for a second, okay? So what I'm going to teach you guys and what I like to teach and what every coach I've ever had teaches, and I've had coaches that I got in large arguments with this about. If you are this defender right here, and Demi does this later on, and we're going to talk about it more in depth, you cannot help down here. This is the no-go zone, right? Especially if you get up to any kind of level, university and higher, or even higher men's leagues like this one, this guy will hit this shot consistently. You cannot help here. You have to stay and deny the first pass, okay? One pass away. Alrighty, let's take this back a quick second. Let's talk about how he could have scored this himself, right? I'm not upset that he passed and his buddy hit a three, right? But we're here for for you guys individually, what's going to make you better, okay? So he does get in this three-point stance eventually, right? Not off the bat, but that's okay. We come here, boom. You see this guy's positioning, right? We need to, instead of attacking this way, which he does, and it splits the gap between these two defenders, if he attacks the shoulder right here, right? He attacks the shoulder. It causes the defender to turn like this, and then the defense is he's already lost. His shoulders turn, his center of gravity is off, and he's not moving as fast as you are, especially if you're going downhill towards the basket, right? Okay, so we attack that shoulder. Then we have the inside track going to the rim, right? You see this path going towards the rim. You see how much more acute that angle is. If you come here, right, you're slow. That's it. Like you're just slower. Okay, and that's what happens, right? He goes wide. He has to kick the ball to 3 because he hasn't made it to the basket. So we attack this shoulder. We go straight at the basket. We're finishing this layup and 1 maybe, or we're making a strong contest at the rim. But what happens? Still okay, right? Get stopped right here. Boom. See that? You see what I mean right here? His whole body. Well, let me get this. Let me get my crayon back right here. His whole body's turned, right? If he comes aggressively at that shoulder, he's now in this inside track here, right? See the defender, how he came over? No, because this guy's a good shooter. We know that. That's why he's standing in the corner. Only shooters stand in the corner like that. I do it too, right? This is heaven for us. This is what we look for, okay? Boom. Overall, still a great play, right? But we're here to teach you guys how to score and not let your teammates look better than you. I'm joking about that. It's a great pass, great play. Let's keep going on. There was a quick edit there. My son was banging all up on the door. So anyways, as I was saying, okay, so this next play right here, we're going to take a look at what he thinks is one of his weaknesses, off-ball defense. So what's going to happen, the player with the ball is going to push down the floor. One of his teammates is going to help step up, and then they score a pretty easy layup that shouldn't have obviously gone through. So right here, okay? So his positioning right now, our guy right here, Demi, right, is good. I like it. I like where he's at. Maybe one step more, right? But he's looking at the ball. He sees that his teammate here has stepped up to get the ball. There's nothing wrong with this so far, okay? We're going to play on here. Boom. This guy makes a good Euro step. That's a pretty good Euro step. Nothing you can do about that. Maybe your teammate steps over one more like this, right? To really cut that ball off, or even guard him up higher here to not allow that Euro step to go around, right? The further you go back and play towards the basket, the more chance the defender has to score. The closer he gets, the easier it is to score, the more moves he has available to him, right? If you come step out here, you can stop the ball earlier, and then we got all these defenders around. Demi's here, this guy's here, this guy's coming back, right? So if you stop this guy here, any one of these 3 can come help you. So what happens? He does a little Euro step, he gets around him, and boom. Okay? Yeah, right? Maybe you can get up and jump and block that, but the onus on that play is this guy, right? Demi was doing what he's supposed to do. He has first pass. The guy was there to stop the ball, didn't stop it. His job at that point is not to defend the ball. He can try to recover, yes, and block this shot up out of the air, but he was doing the right thing by standing there with this guy. You may have noticed my head just switched sides. Our guy's about to come down and shoot a 3, and my fat head was right in the way of the entire shot, so that's my bad. We're going to have to talk about ways that we can position the screen better and have my melon not stuck up in the way, okay? So as a coach and as a player, as a trainer, I'm not upset about this shot right here, right? That's an okay shot for me. He's one of my shooters. He's in rhythm. You know, there's no reason for him not to. Yeah, it's a little bit deep, but 3-pointers being one of his strengths, whatever. I shoot that shot too when I play. So let's break down what's going on here. A bunch of good things happened so far. I gotta get back. Okay, so right now, I really like what this guard is doing. Okay, he's pushing the pace of the floor. He's engaging multiple defenders. He's occupying them, which is a huge term, and this is something we're going to be talking a lot on this channel. Every time you make a basketball play, you have to occupy a defender, right? And the more defenders you occupy, obviously, the more teammates you're going to have that are wide open, okay? So this guard right here does a really good job of occupying basically 3 defenders. Like, this guy's got to pay attention, right? And yeah, so if they are playing a poor defense, he's going to occupy this guy eventually if he makes it down into here, okay? So he goes, boom, occupied 2, Right here. Perfect. Okay. Awesome job. Demi's guy, he's going to take a little hop in there. He's going to be close to the basket. But his guy right now is on the foul line. Right? This guy is not even in the same gym as Demi. So, again, even more reason to shoot the shot. Okay? Shoot the shot. Ways to make this better. See his legs right now? Right? These are what I call unloaded legs. He's not really ready to shoot the shot. I'm not sure that he was aware that this was going to go down and then we're going to shoot a three. But as a shooter, anytime you come over half court, be ready, right? Anytime one of your other guards are making a play or whatever, get your body loaded. So this is what I'm talking about, okay? See the leg position right here? If we get it down here like this more, right? Like we're doing a squat. See that difference right there? In the shape of his legs? And then his little feet are here, and then his bum is here, right? And look at his back. See his butt right here, and his back. See that positioning right there? If we get it here like this, bam, got his little head on him and his arms, right? This is gonna provide more consistent shooting than anything else. So get in here, get your feet squared, get your back straight, get your butt low, get the legs bent, and this shot has much more of a chance going in. Here we come. He hoisted up. Unfortunately, didn't go in. Whatever. Not all shots go in. I like the shot selection and I like the form behind it. He's got a good shooting form. We get the rebound. Ball cycles out. We keep going further into the play. The ball cycles out. It comes back to this guy, and this is something I want to talk about. I know it's not our guy that we're looking at right now, but it's a good teaching point, and I think Demi does it later on if I remember correctly. So this guy's gonna grab the ball right now, and he's gonna drive and attack the rim this way, okay? As we were talking about before, he's got a good stance right now. He's low. He's ready to attack. His defender is kind of falling over. He's not really set, and he's not really ready to play, right? So we'll go through here. Bam. Boom. Good attack, okay? So far. But remember how I was talking about you attack the shoulder, right? You attack the shoulder first to create a better angle of the basket. You see where he's going right now? His step was here, and then it went around this way to the basket, right? But he cuts the ball here and he attacks right here down the lane. This guy has less chance to come over and help because he's getting there faster. And if this guy comes and helps, our guy's right here sliding towards the basket. Easy dish for that. And we score, okay? Alrighty, we keep going on. He goes to the basket right here, okay? And this is what drives me crazy about younger basketball players and basketball players with experience, okay? As you attack the basket, if you go off 1 foot, you are less stable and less secure with your body control. If you get fouled, you have a very much lower chance to score around the rim. Okay, you jump off 2 feet, you engage your core, you're strong all the way through, you bring that ball up hard, and you go towards the rim, and you finish harder. Okay, now, not every scenario you're going to score that shot, but you're giving yourself a better opportunity to score. So he goes through. Boom. Okay. See the 1 foot? You see, there's not so much control and there's not so much aggression behind it. He comes here, and here's what I'm proposing. Okay. He comes here, right? He attacks here first on this angle. Instead of this angle, straight towards the basket. Okay. He comes here, and then he jumps off 2 feet. Okay. What this does, he attacks this way. He's creating contact with this defender the entire time with his back. His back is on the defender. The defender is out of position. He has won this play already because he's got him on his back. There's nothing he can do to stop this except foul. Not many guys are athletic enough to be behind somebody as they're receiving contact and then pin the ball up here. Not many. He's going forward. Can I slow this down a bit? Let's see. If I do this, playback, speed. Hello. I thought there was a speed button. There it is right there. Playback, speed, slower. Okay, we're gonna go slow-mo here. Okay, boom, bam, right there. See this, and this is what I'm talking about. He goes 1, 2, and then he still jumps off 1 foot up here. Jump off 2 feet, create contact with this guy right here, right? Then you're really essentially only going one-on-one with this guy. And I'm okay with that. If you're an athletic guard and you have strong finishing skills around the rim, yeah, going one-on-one is not a big deal, right? realistically, this pass should have gone here because this guy came over for help, right? And then Demi just dunks all over this guy. But we go like this, okay, boom. And now look, you see this? It's a good foul. Like, we got to the line, no problem. If there's contact with this guy here, he can't reach over you like that. And you have a better chance to finish. You see the 1 foot here? If he comes off 2 and he puts this shoulder into this guy's chest, he's now gotten fouled from the guy behind and the guy in front, because this guy, look at his feet. He's still in the circle. He's still moving across. He's still in the circle right here. And he's still, his body, his momentum is still coming across. His hands aren't down and ready to make a play, right? We go through. We maybe finish up here at the rim, right? We finish strong up here, at least on the backboard. Now, this isn't the play I'm talking about, but I really like the way our guy attacks the basket right now. Demi grabs the ball. Yeah, you might say, yeah, that's 4-on-1, right? But if you analyze the situation right now, this is advantageous for us. This defender is standing with his feet completely together. He has no athletic stance about his body right now at all, right? He's leaning back over this way. There's nothing. And then we have the whole floor here, okay? I don't want you to worry about these two guys. They're not part of the play. This guy's not even looking at the ball. His eyes are down here on the floor. Right now, this is a one-on-one scenario, and we have to attack the basket against stuff like this, okay? What makes it easier for Demi right now is that he's so much faster than this guy. But he catches this ball, and again, he's lower, right? He's got his shoulders down, ready to head downhill. We score this basket a lot easier. Let's watch and see what he does. Boom. Okay? You see the route he took? You see the route he takes? Right here. He's faster than this guy to begin with. That's the only reason why he gets to the basket. But, let's try to back this up a sec here. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Not too far. Bam, right here. Okay? He elects to take this route. Right there. If he attacks this guy's shoulder down and low, look at his positioning already. This guy has lost already. If he attacks him right here on this shoulder, easy to the basket. 100%. Easy. And he's dunking. He's going to, because this guy has ups. And he's dunking all over his face. So he goes, right? You see the route? Push himself down here into the corner. We can get better than that. Keep going. Bam. And see, that's where he has to jump from. He has to jump from because he forced himself down in that position. He's lucky that he's more athletic than most people because that's not an easy way to finish. Boom. Nice, easy layup. Now, this next play, I just threw it in because it was a sick dunk, dude. Good job. I really enjoyed it. You got some crazy athleticism. Bam. Bam. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. I can do that too, totally. Here we go. So this is our off-ball defense stock, okay? So if you're someone who is as long and as athletic as Dimitri is, this is the perfect way to play this. But for most of us normal people, we gotta tweak this a little bit, okay? So I'm looking here, right? Here's the scenario. Here's the setup. This guy kind of gets beat on the fast break a little bit. Demi has to come over here and help and stop the ball, right? Logically, looking at this, in the middle of a game, this is what's going to happen. Demi's going to step up every time, right? What we don't see right now, though, is that he has a shooter in the corner. His guy that he's guarding is a shooter that's in the corner, okay? He cannot come up here to stop the ball. That's not his job. This shot over here in the corner is extremely deadly. At higher levels of basketball, guys are going to hit this over and over and over again, and your team is going to go down in the hole because they're going to put together runs from easy stuff like this, okay? IQ-wise, basketball IQ-wise, it's this guy has to come up here and stop the ball, right? This guy has to, and then this guy recovers to this guy, right? The ball is obviously the biggest threat. We have to stop the ball first. This pass here is going to take longer than this pass here. This allows this guy to get back here to cover this guy. So the only logical thing to do is this guy come up here, stop the ball. Demi kind of floats here and then gets to the corner as he sees the pass go, okay? What happens, it's really lucky for him that his arms are so long and he's so athletic, he gets out of here and tips this pass. If you are stuck in the worst case scenario, what he's doing right now is perfect. Best case scenario, right? Your teammates are all on point. You guys have practiced together. Your coach has implemented a system that you know exactly what to do. This guy steps up here, stops the ball. Demi stops the corner. This guy comes back, right? Ideally, you never get burnt on a fast break like this with guys back over here on half court and like not making it back, right? But that's more for a set team kind of thing. So what he does right here is awesome. Boom, he gets his hand on the ball and he recovers, right? This next play here is a perfect example of how you attack the basket with 2 feet and go strong, okay? So he comes up, he catches the ball here. Bam. This is better, right? It's just, for basketball players, catching the ball in a good stance is just about laziness, right? And your mental acuity. You have to realize that at any time you're on this side of half court, you're liable to catch the ball and score, right? So he does better here. He catches the ball. I love his stance. You see the defender's legs? This guy's not ready to play basketball right now at all, okay? Demi, however, look at that. He's totally loaded. He's already faster than this guy to begin with. His shoulders are pointed downhill. He's ready to attack this top foot, okay? He goes, he attacks top foot, right? Again, though, see that wide angle he took? If he attacks that shoulder of this guy that he was standing up and he's, you know what I mean, he's stuck kind of like this, he avoids this guy completely, and he's there faster than the help defense can get there. We're going, bam. See 1 foot? Close. Help defender comes in here, okay? Now, I know what you guys are saying. This guy's crazy athletic. This is the dream. Here, let's go here. Boom. This is the dream. It has been a very long time since I dunked a basketball, right? And I only did it a couple times. The rest of the times I'm dunking tennis balls and volleyballs, okay? I don't have very much athleticism. But I know he's got the entire lane, right? Right now in here, he's like, I'm going to cram it all over these guys. Michael Jordan style from Space Jam. Boom. This ball is going in the hole, okay? At higher levels of play, this is not really going to happen to you because the help defense is coming. As a player attacking the basket, you have to see down the floor, right? I know it's super tempting to just look at this rim and be like, I'm cramming this ball home. There's no chance that I'm not going to. This guy's feet, though, are already turned. He's already telling you that he's coming in for help, which he should not be. This guy, he's already keyed in on you. He's looking. He's coming for help. These guys are coming over. Now, I know we want the big highlight play and dunking over somebody, but we can't count on that. We can count on its sound basketball IQ and knowing what's going on. Realistically, what should have happened? This guy comes in so far, we kick it out to our three-point shooter right here. Okay? This guy's ready. And I know in my heart that his legs are about to be loaded and he's looking to shoot the ball. I know it. There's no chance that he's not going to. So he attacks. Boom. Oh my goodness. I'm screwing this all up. Boom. Help defense, right? It has to come to this guy. But whatever. He jumps higher than him. He's more loaded. He's more athletic. It's cool. Hand up. Block. Cool. That could have been bad, actually. Oh my goodness. You're really lucky you didn't get hurt right there. Take it back. Let's go slow motion, okay? Now, for the guys, for those of us that can't jump that high and make this highlight dunk, okay? What do we see here? What do we do? Okay? Boom, right here. Okay? My first thought in my head, if I'm not dunking this, right? He could have jumped from here and just dunked on it, right? If he had his steps right. What I want to see here is one dribble here, one extra dribble here to this side of the floor, pro hop, finish left-handed off 2 feet. Off 2 feet. You're so much stronger going off 2 feet to the basket, right? You come here, boom, you pro hop, boom, you finish left-handed. Maybe this guy comes across and he fouls you because this guy looks, his body positioning is telling me that he wants to come block a shot, especially against somebody that's already thrown on a few dunks and, is known in the air for having some athleticism. We come here, pro hop, boom, pro hop, bam. Finish strong at the basket, we go. Good take. Great job out here. Let's work on finishing more consistently around the rim than just looking to, make the highlight reel. That's gonna make us better scorers and more efficient, right? Good take, good foul. Hit the free throws, we're golden. Here we got a play coming in from the second half. He catches the ball up here, takes the basket, and one. Finishes. Real strong, right? How, though, can we make this more consistent and make it so that we will get the and one every time, or we will make it to the basket cleanly around a defender, right? That's what we're looking at. I don't care that you guys are scoring, you know, in your videos and stuff. I don't care that you're missing. What I care about is the method that you use to get to where you were, right? If that method is screwed up, then you're not going to have any consistency, right? So we get rid of your inconsistencies, and then you're a better basketball player off starting off. Okay. Ball comes over here. Demi catches it. See how he caught it, and then now he's loaded. He caught it first, and then now he's loaded. Okay? He catches it loaded. We don't got to waste this extra second. The defender is still closing out, and then we have them at more of a disadvantage. We're going along. Bam. Good up fake. Great up fake. One of my favorite moves, right? You've proven that you're a shooter, that you can hit shots. People in the area know that you're a shooter and you can hit shots. They have to respect that. They have to close out. I love the way you're attacking right now. I love it. This foot, I love it. You're pushing off really hard with this foot. This foot, you're extending. You're getting a lot of good distance. You're low. You're lower than this guy for sure, right? See where his hips are? He's still high. He's not low right now. His legs are super extended and his back is bent, right? On defense, we got to get our legs lower. We got to keep our back more upright. We got to keep our momentum in line with the person on offense so we can stop them. Now, it's the same thing, and I don't want to harp on it again. We've already talked about it, but he attacks this shoulder instead. He has a clear line to the basket. This guy doesn't have as much time to help, and if he does, we have the kick to number 5 right here, okay? Goes to the basket. Bam. Now, there's two thinkings about this, right? I know I'm saying going off foot, but we got to talk about something really important right now, okay? You see the defender's positioning right now, this guy specifically, right? He is a whole step behind him, a whole step. This is one of the only scenarios where I want you to go to the basket off 1 foot. By going to the basket off 1 foot, if you can see, right? If you come off 2 feet, majority of the time you're shooting up here like this, right? 2 hands, you're leaning into somebody, you're creating contact. But right now, as Demi's body is, which is perfect, you see how long he is, and you see the ball positioning compared to this guy's hand. This guy's hand's right here, and his whole body's back here. That ball is safe, right? This is the only time I want you to go off 1 foot. Now, had he have gone 2 feet here, right? He's under control. He can bring his arms up stronger through, and then even if the guy pulls him down, his feet are planted and his core is engaged more strongly, and he finishes this layup more consistently. He finished it now, which is awesome. That just is a testament to his strength, but we want to build that consistency, right? That's what's going to make us into more legitimate scores. Comes through, bam, finish, right? Good job. Good job. That is one of the only scenarios you go off 1 foot. So we got another play here. It's a fast break. Unfortunately, misses a couple layups. It's gonna happen, right? But it's more the same. Making the banana cut, not finding the contact first. And as you guys progress in these videos, and as you guys implement this in your game, you're gonna realize how much stronger you feel on the court, right? And that confidence is gonna come because you're making easy layups, you're making it to the basket, you're blowing past defenders where you normally wouldn't have, and it's gonna contribute, okay? So here we go. Bam, good take here. I wanna see you attack this guy more aggressively, right? Let's bring that back just half a second. Right here, okay? You see the banana? Again, it's the banana. The banana is the thing that's slowing us down right now. If we attack here, or even cross over and attack that lead foot, right? I'm a big fan of attacking this lead foot, because then the defense has to rotate, and then you attack this shoulder again. Excuse me. You attack this shoulder again, coming across over on this lead foot. You force him to turn, and then he's in foul territory, and then you completely avoid this guy. Control X. Okay, so we're going, boom, boom, boom. Contact, 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 contact. That whole way through, right? And here's just Demi using his athleticism. He realizes that he can jump higher than these guys, and they're not going to elevate as quickly as he does. And it's a good, it's an okay take, right? We have options for our guys here, right? But sometimes when you're primary scorer on the team and you're on a fast break and you play yourself in an advantageous situation, just take it. I'm not mad about the shot. As a coach, I wouldn't be mad if one of my best players came through and took this shot. So he's elevated up higher, right? The ball's higher. It's unfortunate that this doesn't go in, right? He's just a better jumper than everybody else, and that's it. So it's more of the same stuff. Okay, so that was today's video. Today we saw a really athletic, really solid player doing what he does in a basketball game, right? You take these tips and then you apply them to your game, and as well for Dimitri, if you apply this to your game, you're just going to be an even more consistent scorer. It's evident that you're already a force on the floor, but we attack the basket with more conscientiousness about going at a shoulder or engaging a defender. You're just gonna blow people out of the water. So takeaways. I love the way you use your athleticism. It's really awesome, right? That's probably the strongest part of your game. Use it. I like your aggression going to the basket. You know that you're the primary scorer on this team, so you're taking it. You're doing your job. You're taking your role. You're getting. The weakness you talked about, the off-the-ball defense. I watched through the whole game review there. It wasn't bad. You fall into the pitfalls which most of us fall into, right? Off-the-ball defense, we're really caught straight-legged, right? Not really paying attention to what's going on. You know, the ball's on the other side of the floor, and you're just kind of like walking around, right? But we all do that. That's just a mentality thing. I think your positioning is awesome, all over the place, especially on that one where the guy was trying to kick it out to the wing, right? You knew that you were fast enough to get out there and grab that pass, and yeah, just do it. The two things that you really should improve on are attacking that basket, the way we've described in this video, but also just being ready to shoot. And this is for everybody. As you progress and as you get better, your teammates are looking for you as they run a fast break, as they run an offense, right? Be prepared to catch this ball and shoot at any time. If you like what you saw here today, like the video, subscribe, click that little bell thingy. I don't know what it does. I think it notifies you when I put out a new video. If this is something you're interested in, the criteria for submitting a video is going to be down below. Send me an email, which is also down in the description, and then we'll get your video review up, and we'll continue making everybody better basketball players. This is Coach John signing off. Catch you in the next video. Peace.